Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. I got a movie for you today from Dustin Mills, the guy who did Easter Casket, Skinless, Zombie A-Hole, and many others. He's got a new arm of his DMP Productions called Crumple Shack, and thank you, Dustin, for not going the DMP Extreme route, because that would be extremely lame. I might have to shoot you in the face if you did something like that, but I think you have a little more integrity and a little more intelligence not to do anything like that. The first movie from this arm is Her Name Was Torment. Now, the movie is kind of an extreme, I hate that fucking word, extreme movie, but thankfully Dustin does not go the Lucifer Valentine route, where we'll just see how many disturbing images we can pummel the viewer into submission, and they walk out saying, "Whoa, that was crazy." But in storyline, be damned, Dustin did not choose that route. The story centers around a woman who is a faceless woman. Her face is obscured by digitizing, and she's being interviewed by her doctor or a psychiatrist or whatever, obviously institutionalized. And it cuts to vignettes of violence with a woman protagonist actually stalking, kidnapping, torturing, and ultimately killing a male victim played by Brandon Salkill, who was in Skinless. And the actual killer is played by a lovely young lady named Allison Egan, although she's not lovely in this. Now, the film is 95% black and white, and it kind of reminds me of kind of elements of the way the static camera angles and things like that, and the trippiness kind of a Von Trier film. Maybe a little bit of Antichrist in there. Definitely a lot of it reminded me of Begotten, and kind of like a weird Tool video, if you will. But anyway, very cool stuff. A Manicure from Hell. I don't want to give too much stuff away. The actors and the directors both did great jobs of using the camera and using the acting and the angles and everything else of selling the effect, if you will, which cool effect. The only cons I really got is I think the guy probably would have been screaming more, and the doctor was kind of, when his narration was kind of matter of fact, and that might have been intentional to add to the chilliness of this. Now, there's a lot of cool stuff in this, especially using a female serial killer, which is not a normal thing to do, and doesn't really occur that much in real life. And excellent use of sound design to create tension and create repulsion, if you will. Especially there was a kind of a cleansing ritual towards the end of the film, and Dustin Mills used organ swells and almost like a church vibe to it, which kind of leaves you with almost like an unholy communion feel, if you can get that. And like I said, there's a lot to like here. Brandon Salkill and Allison Egan both did great jobs, and dealing with something like this, there's not. It's very hard for an actor to come across as good in something like this, as opposed to just reacting. And I thought they did a great job with that. Like I said, 95% in black and white, and this movie is just like a savage, brutal, violent sonnet in Because Fuck You, That's Why, black and white, which is great, and definitely a departure from Mr. Mills doing a film like this. And wow, some of the images will stay with you. The story will definitely stay with you. I don't want to give any spoilers away, because the ending will have you feeling a certain way, and I'm not going to tell you which way that you're going to feel. A very intriguing, visceral, and thought-provoking film, and it's definitely like I said, so many directors fail when they delve into a film like this. They either go too artsy and all of a sudden it's not accessible to the casual fan, or somebody that might be a fan of Dustin's other work, or they go the like I said, the extreme route. Let's just pull somebody's intestines out and hang them with them, and then throw it on the screen and see if it sticks. Let's punch the viewer in the gut with some nasty images, and that's a story. That's not a story, and I'm glad Mr. Mills did not go that route with Her Name Was Torment. Now, like I said, It's not for everyone, and but it's definitely not dumbed down to the point where it will be for everyone. And I think fans of this type of cinema, the hostile with a brain type of thing, will really dig this. Some people might just say, "Oh, they should have had more gore." Well, you know what? Fuck you. If you want something like that, go watch a piece of shit film that's just a bunch of disturbing set pieces. This is not. This is art, but this is accessible art, and it's not shock for the sake of commerce. It's not shock for the sake of shock. It's shock well done. So her name was Torment. I give it a resounding, and I really going in did not want to like this movie, but I did. I give it a resounding 9 out of 10. I'm Tom, nerdremix.com, support independent cinema. Thanks.